Hi guys, welcome. Scatlink here, and we are off for more updates. This is quite an important update video. It's basically Let's Play announcements. What am I announcing? I've got one to announce, and I've got one of them that you can vote between. There's going to be two of them. You vote for the first, with the one that I want to do first, and the other one will come out afterwards. And then that'll be it for now. And also current Let's Play statuses. Basically, the Let's Plays that we have going on right now. I want to just talk about this, how they're going. PokéMMO is kind of the biggest problem here, as we already know with the technical issues, but there's actually another problem with it. It's not like a technical issue, but it's something else entirely. So, without further ado, let's begin. Even though I said that I wouldn't have any more Let's Plays going on during other Let's Plays for now, I feel like I want to do another Let's Play, and I've decided to actually finally release my Let's Play of my own Sacred Blacksmith game that I made from RPG Maker. I've already uploaded the first 2 episodes, but they've been public for quite a while, just to be sure if they were available for upload, similar to how I did with my trailer. And of course, it may not be everybody's cup of tea to watch someone's game that they made themselves, so... But as it's in the similar playstyle of Final Fantasy VI, you're not really missing out on anything, other than just it being a different story. So you can just continue watching Final Fantasy VI or whatever other series you're watching. But hey, if you want to see what I did with the game, what are the references to the anime, what I put in myself to actually create the actual game, the maps, whatever, or if you're stuck or you just don't want to watch the anime but you're stuck anyway and you want to figure out where to go, that's why I'm making this Let's Play. And not only that, I would also like to show it off myself, and yeah, it should be fine, and that'll be going along with Final Fantasy VI. But don't worry, they're not going to go on both parallel to each other like they did with Ocarina of Time. It's good. Final Fantasy is going to have 2 episodes, then it's a Sacred Blacksmith, 2 episodes of Final Fantasy, and then another Sacred Blacksmith, etc., etc. Just to keep Final Fantasy VI as the dominant Let's Play, and the other one's just riding on in the back. Obviously it'll be my 9th Let's Play, and it is a 100% walkthrough, because I know where I put everything. There's no special item drops that you have to go stupid in order to get, so that's no problem. And other than that, I think it will be pretty fine. There's not really much else to... There's not going to be any end cards, because I didn't really want to make end cards, because there's not really much else to use other than screenshots of the anime, and what's the point in that, really? So it's just the navigation bar. So yeah, it's going to be running alongside the last half of Final Fantasy VI, because we've reached halfway. And after, this is the part where you get to vote. I'm going to be doing a challenge. Basically, after Final Fantasy VI and the Sacred Blacksmith are 100% done, you can vote through that time on what challenge I should undertake. Is it going to be the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Uber Challenge? I'm going to be if you vote for this, I'll be undertaking a free heart run of Ocarina of Time. That was requested by Kazuaki Sake. I think I've already talked about this. If not, then I'll have to go recheck just to make sure. But I'm mentioning it again anyway. Basically, I'll be doing a free heart run, but I'll be following 16 extra rules just to make it the slightest bit harder. So I'm not allowed anything like Nairo's Love, I'm not allowed the fire arrows, I'm not allowed the big rod sword, not allowed to get any gold gotillas. If I lose a shield, I cannot buy another one. That kind of stuff. It's basically hard as nails restrictions. But the reason why I also suggest Legend of Zelda is because that we've also recently, well, about a month or 2 ago, we finished Ocarina of Time. And a month or 2? Is that long already? Oh, whatever. Yeah, so as Ocarina of Time is still fresh in our minds and the Let's Play is recently finished, keeping that in mind, it'll be easier to do then. But in case you don't want to see another Zelda game, or the exact same Zelda game with a bunch of challenges, then instead of voting for the Uber Challenge, you can vote for my very first ever Pokémon Nuzlocke on Fire Red. Yes! I'm going to be undertaking it on my very first Nuzlocke challenge. It's going to be treated like a normal Let's Play. I'm not doing any streams or anything because I don't have the equipment or software for it, and I don't even have the account for Twitch. I know you can do it through YouTube, but apparently, from what I've heard, YouTube's had a few problems recently. Mostly from the King Nappy, because I've been watching Nuzlocks online as well recently. I've been getting into them. Watched Pro Jared's Fire Red and X watched a few of the King Nappies, like I've already said, and I just want to do a Nuzlocke. But it'll be my very first Nuzlocke, so these are very good options right here. You can either see a very classic challenge that few people have actually recorded on YouTube. I think that's it anyway, because I typed in Urban Challenge and all I can find is free heart runs from it mostly. And obviously my very first Nuzlocke. I don't know how I'm going to handle the losses. And you may even see a dark side of me if losses get way too frequent or way too powerful, shall we say. You may see a dark side of me, just saying. Because I might be swearing my head off and everything. I mean, it's not something I would like to do, but I do. When I get angry, I get angry. And I'll try to keep my swearing down, but it possibly may not happen because I've never done a Nuzlocke before. I don't know how shit's going to go down. So that's a thing. So, yeah, I thought I would mention that to start off with, because that'll be like the most important thing for you to hear on this video. The rest is just statuses of current Let's Plays that are going on. So I don't need to mention Ocarina of Time because we've already finished that. I think like I mentioned for the Urban Challenge. So I think we'll start with the major problem. Let's Play status on my 7th Let's Play, PokéMMO with Kazuaki Sake, is sadly going to go on hiatus for a bit. Probably 2 months. We've got episode 4 edited. All we've got to do is upload it. We've got episode 5 recorded. We've got to edit it and then upload it. But the problem is that Kieran, as you already know, Kieran's footage got lost. And even then, the footage wasn't exactly 100% great. It was like, if you open it up in Sony Vegas, it's like the video's footage is like twice the speed of its sound, and yet when you put it in, it should be, the video sound and the video is like exactly right underneath each other, like at the exact same point, because it is the file. No, when he opens it up, it's different, and not only that, sometimes his computer just can't handle it. So, and he says that he might get a new computer when he goes to university. And that is kind of another thing. So he's still uploading stuff, don't get me wrong. It's just problems, and with me, well, I have to keep clicking the bloody thing to stop it all the time. So that's another problem. So yeah, it's on hiatus. That's a problem. We'll have to sort it out. But for now, that's another reason why I want to do a Nuzlocke. So we have something Pokemon related going on. Anyway, in other news, Final Fantasy VI, we've, the world exploded. What can I say? You're gonna have to wait the next episode to see what happens if you haven't played or seen the game before. But you kind of know the drill by now. The game isn't over, even though it had a spooky Kafka image pop up, because we know who destroyed the bloody world. Go figure. Why would he move the statues? Why? Anyway, after that massive explosion of death, what can I say? I mean, the series has been going pretty well, and also pretty smoothly, ever since episode 23, where I dodged 2 bullets after episode 22, having a game over, where I had to redo episode 21 off screen with Aaron. Well, that was, yeah, episode 22 was like my latest, most biggest failure. Excuse me, that was a burp. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is kind of going quite smoothly. That's kind of great, because I haven't had any game overs, I haven't had any problems. I've had a few shocks here and there, like Bahamut. I mean, oh my god, I've never got Bahamut during a Setsa slot before, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI has been going pretty well, no problems. It just started off. The first 20 episodes were just bad, but yeah, we're up to part 43, it's not that bad, so anyway. And another collaborative project that we've got going on, which is my 8th Let's Play, as well as Super Link Hario's 2nd Let's Play, Super Mario 64 multiplayer. That's been going pretty slow, but it is also going pretty well. We've been bombing into glitches, that's kind of obvious. It may have something to do with Luigi's presence in terms of polygon count, or what the game is trying to target out of the 2 of them. And Georgina's uploaded up to episode 4. Like I said, I do the cuts and everything, and she literally puts all the rest of it together and uploads it, and does all the annotations and stuff. All I do is just all I do is just do the cuts. That's it. put it in a widescreen, do the cuts. The border is her design, it's just that she doesn't have the software to make it work. So that's kind of how that works. So it's still a collaboration project in terms that we're both playing the game and we're also putting our editing skills into it. And even though we're on episode 4, we have recorded up to episode 7. Episode 5, I believe she's editing right now. Episode 6 and 7 were our latest recordings, so we've only just recently done those about a week ago. So that's not that big of an issue. It's pretty much when she uploaded part 4 a week ago when I'm recording this. Because it's the 29th of the 7th right now, but this will probably come out on the 30th. Why am I saying this now? Anyway, enough blabbering, and I think that is actually pretty much it, really. So to overview, just for a quick catch-up, PokéMMO is on hiatus per Kieran's decision. Super Mario 64 multiplayer, even though kind of glitches are stopping us from getting 100%, which is why it's called a playthrough, and like with the cameras and flying and everything, it's going pretty well. It's really fun, and even though it's quite fun, I'm starting to rage. In episode 7, I kind of figured that my Mario curse is starting to come back in, and you all know what my Mario curse is from my very, very first update video, which was my introduction video, just to decide what was my first Let's Play going to be. Basically, the Mario curse. If no matter what Mario game I play, I suck. Sometimes I get really good, but most of the time, like 80% of the time, I suck. And even though I do really good skills in the Let's Play and able to do the harder missions because I'm more experienced, that's only because I've recently played Super Mario 64 again. But Georgina has practiced the harder, the later missions very late on in the game, so maybe she'll be better then. But at the same time, I'm Luigi, she's Mario. That's kind of how it works. It's kind of mixed. So, other than that, now I've blabbered on more about Super Mario 64 multiplayer. PokéMMO is on hiatus. Super Mario 64 multiplayer is going well, and Final Fantasy 6, we're halfway through. Woohoo! So my Soccer Blacksmith Let's Play is going to come out after the next. Well, actually, I don't know if it's going to be after the next episode of Final Fantasy 6 or before part 44 of Final Fantasy 6. So I'll see what I want to do then. But I might want to get that one started just so I have the playlist there to replace PokéMMO. And, like I said, on comments in the comment section of any of the videos from now to the end of Final Fantasy 6 and the Sacred Blacksmith, leave comments on what you want to see. My very first Pokémon Nuzlocke on Fire Red, or the Zelda Ocarina of Time Urbo Challenge. Put it in the comments, I'll tally them up, and you'll know what challenge was chosen at the time. I'm not going to be making an update video after Final Fantasy 6 and the Sacred Blacksmith are finished. I'm just going to go straight into the challenge, and after that challenge is done, I'll do the other one that didn't win the vote. So that'll be it. So if you enjoy my channel, please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends, get involved by voting or suggesting other Let's Plays, and check out my Google, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, and Miiverse feeds, just to catch up on what I'm doing. I'm playing Tamagotchi Life, and I'm posting my images on there if you haven't already seen. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for more Final Fantasy 6 and my own Let's Play of my own Sacred Blacksmith game from RPG Maker VX. See you guys then.